we go. Gabby's here. We're probably going to do another episode of VP Answers Your Questions while we do stuff. Coffee time. Gabby, would you like 5,000 won?
I don't even know how much that is, but it sounds like a lot. Well, $10 is $10.
Welcome to another episode of Vision Paradox Answers Your Questions while we do stuff. If it's your first time on this channel, thanks for hopping on. If it's your first time watching this segment, we answer your questions about social media, marketing, content production, anything that helps you build your business, personal brand, anything we can do to help you out based off the knowledge that we know.
First question, how do I improve my social media presence? Comment on people's pictures, comment on your own comments. Look for tags, hashtags that you're really interested in. It's building that conversation is how I would say that you would build a social media presence. That's one of the ideas.
I think find a platform that you want where your audience is at, or you feel like showcases your strength, and not only just post consistently, but do exactly what Gabby said. Engage with who comments on you and become part of other people's communities. That way, because if there's no one following you, the only way you got to go to where other people are. So, and then engage with them. Next question is, what's your favorite social media management tool for analytics and managing multiple social media accounts? We use two in Vision Paradox. We use Hootsuite just for like Twitter and Facebook and just for that, and it's really good. It has a really good dashboard on keeping track of the conversations going on for specific hashtags. And we also use OnlyPolt to schedule a lot of the content for Instagram. What I like about that is because it's probably one of the best priced Instagram scheduling platforms out there, and it does a lot more. Hootsuite does the same, but it's evolved. It's evolved throughout the years, but OnlyPolt still does really good for Instagram. Ideally, I would like to keep it in one place, but because of what it offers, the analytics that OnlyPolt has, it gives you a little bit more detail in regards to which hashtags are most popular, best times for every single day and each hour. I think, if you really want something that's on the go, Instagram Analytics is really good. The Instagram Insights tool is really good as well. We made a video about this, how to use the Instagram Analytics to make better content a while back. So I recommend you guys go check that video out, so you guys can learn a little bit more on how to leverage analytics to make better content for your audience. So, and
then we also right now we're using Airtable as keeping all our accounts, scheduling what we want to put on the accounts ahead of time. So Airtable is what we're currently using right now.
Yeah, like Airtable is a really amazing tool. It's like Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, but on crack, on steroids. It's so amazing. That's what we use. Because while we do get to schedule content on that, in real time, clients get to give us feedback if they like the content or caption or time or hashtags that we're using. So it makes the whole process of, since it's not just me posting or just Gabby posting, it's a collaborative effort. If the feedback helps out, the feedback from the client helps out to give us a better idea of how they post things on their account. That way we can take that on to the upcoming content. What's your best social media marketing tip? Let me get it. You got it.
Okay, let's see. All right, so I have a green tea latte, so he's grabbing me my latte. Best social media marketing tip? For me, best social media marketing tip is actually like what you do. If you don't like what you're doing, people will notice that. It goes with any type of job, right? So social media marketing tip is enjoy being on social media. If you don't enjoy being on social media, then you're not going to want to do it. So really like it, and find a way to like it if you don't already like it. It's fun, it's a good experience, you get to meet people on there, it's a community. So I think that would be my marketing tip, is to actually, you can't market what you don't like. So you gotta really enjoy it. So.
Yeah, amen to that. So my tip is be consistent. Show up every single day, whether it's commenting on it's posting really good content, or commenting with the community, or engaging with people. There's multiple facets in the social media marketing, but I think the overall principle is be consistent. So find what you want to be consistent with first, then execute that until it becomes habit. So yeah, that's my tip. So we're gonna head on over to meet up with Ben right now, which is one of our clients, and we're gonna interview him. So, and that's content that you guys are gonna see on this channel as well. We might be interviewing our clients as more content for you guys, so you can see how they run their businesses, what inspired them, all the good online marketing stuff that I know you guys love. So let's go, because we're like an hour late to do this done.
All right,
so.
get it done.
Interviewing Ben. Gabby's cleaning up. There's Ben. Now we're just hanging out. We're gonna do the second part of Vision Paradox answers questions while we do stuff. Skirt, skirt. We'll see you guys there. Part 2 of Vision Paradox answers your questions while we do stuff. We're gonna go on to the topic of dance, since we just finished interviewing Ben Allen, who is a dancer and creator of Groove, and watched the interview. So we're gonna get into these questions. I'm gonna keep this part in the vlog because I know a lot of you guys who are on my channel want to be dancers. So hopefully I'm not too loud. You're gonna see some random people. We're in Gabriella's
lobby, apartment lobby.
So you might see some people walking through and just staring at us, staring at you guys. So
what is he doing?
Okay.
What are some good hip hop dance workouts? Groove 3.
Yeah.
Groove 3, even though he's not really promoting it as like a fitness type of a workout, but it is a workout in general. Any type of dance is going to be a workout.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. I usually do at home type of workouts, so I usually Google stuff on YouTube and then just kind of do the workouts in my living room, and his is so much fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing his workout routines, choreography, and then I also like Lemisha Vine. She has a couple of workouts. The Vine Effect that she does, she would be a person that we should record too.
Should do that. All right, we should be able to set it up and come back.
Yes.
You can do that one.
Sweet. And then there's another person that I also watch, and his name is Viet Dang. He teaches at IDA.
Dang. I know
it's
that is.
lyrical hip hop.
Yeah.
I like his stuff because he's the same way that he is in the class as he is on film, when he's doing his his routines on his channel too. So those are my top 3.
I break. I just b-boy. Like in terms of dance workouts, b-boying is straight up intense. It's a full body workout. Like 6 steps and being on rhythm, handstands, headstands. You have to really, like, a lot of b-boys are in insane shape because that's all they do. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Ready? It happened. I think the only thing outside of Groove, and what she said, just so we're not biased, or I'm not biased, is Sean T size, but he's a pretty big guy, like in terms of like his brand. So socialize, I think that's a pretty solid program. I think that's it. So next question. Do you need to learn ballet before hip hop dance? I don't think you do. I don't think it's necessary. I think, if you guys don't know, hip hop dance or urban dance, or what it's called, is I think an evolved form of jazz. This is the history that I learned. Is an evolved form of jazz that has a lot of hip hop, that took a lot of hip hop elements into it, and became into urban or hip hop dance is what we have today. I don't think it's necessary to have a ballet or traditional classical background. I think it does help, because working with dancers who've had a classical training, they go through this awkward hump where they're super stiff. But once they break through it, they are full out. So I don't think it's necessary, but I think it helps. I think taking on any other style outside of your primary style will only supplement it. So yeah.
Yeah, core strength and the turns. That's why I always like ballet. Is like you get to learn all the turns, and then you can like do the turns in hip hop, because I can't do turns.
Yeah.
So
like the coupe turns or the drag turns or
just a turn.
Is hip hop dance only for kids? And is 23 is that too late to learn and be good at hip hop dancing? I don't think hip hop dance is only for kids. I mean, technically hip hop dance, which is the original hip hop dance, is b-boying. That started off being created by kids, but I don't think it's only left to that for them, because I don't know why. Like, we have this weird thing in Western society, or like in society in general, that we view these things as fun and joyful or artistic as only meant for kids. I think allowing us to be creative allows us to tap into the inner child of our creativity, and I think that's a part of life that many people miss out on, that they don't get to create because they're so stuck on their structure and their grind and their hustle, and having that balance of being able to let out your creativity is good, which is why we love dancing, because it activates a part of your brain and a part of your spirit to just have fun, And in regards to the age, man, we Ben, who you just interviewed, he started dancing in college. JoJo Diggs, who if you don't know who she is, she's an amazing, influential dancer. She started dancing at the age of 21. And then there's this recent video I saw of a guy at 64 who started breaking. So age is never really a number. It's how passionate and determined are you to want to learn it and then get good. If you're stuck at a result, like I'm going to do X, Y, Z or whatever, I think being attached to a result can it'll help motivate, but when obstacles come, I think some people will fall off. But if you are doing it for the pure love and obsession of it, I think that's where you're going to flourish, because the obstacles either become motivation or excuses. So I think everyone should at least take like a dance class or two once in their life, because it does help you learn your body more and be a little bit more confident in your movement. People who don't have any like form of movement or exercises just kind of like are stiff, and then they're more prone to have like accidents and get hurt a little bit easier, and they're a little more scared to like walk downstairs because there's no movement. Like they don't really know how to like use their body. But I would always suggest like take at least one dance class or some type of movement class. There's a lot of like movement teachers now, so it doesn't have to be like a dance class. It can be a movement class. Yeah, I think because a lot of people at our age typically have another one.
People live here, guys.
Like a lot of people in our age typically have desk jobs.
Yeah.
So that doesn't have a lot of movement. They're sitting on their butts. That causes back problems, stiff hips. Seeing what dance has done for me, and at my age, the amount of flexibility I have versus my contemporary people, like who are just working regular jobs, kind of blows me away. If you feel awkward at first, you're trying something new. It's normal. The beautiful thing about being humans in our body is that it adapts. Whatever new challenge we throw at it, it gets better and better and better. And this is where like a lot of people say like, I gotta be fit, I gotta be this, whatever excuse it is before I do that.
Right.
Just jump right in, you'll figure it out, your body will adapt. So I think that's it.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. So that's it. We're gonna be heading to a session later to answer this last part. Hopefully, I said this in the first episode too. Hopefully Joey and Jordan can make it to this one.
Will you guys finally just make it to one of these things already?
So hopefully they'll make it to this one. We'll close it out there. Some more questions. We've been looking these questions up on Quora. We didn't really put it out there that we're going to be doing a Q&A today. Just kind of did it on the fly.
Just adapting, guys. We're
just adapting. Answering questions while we do stuff. So. Vision Paradox answers your questions while we do stuff. This one's going to be about business and entrepreneurship. So the first question is...
I'd really like to start my own business, but I don't know anything about the business world. Where should I begin?
A lot of people would go to business school as a traditional way, but that's like, I think that gives you a lot of skills, a lot of connections, and people to network with that are in the same journey. I think there's a lot of power learning from mentors and being with a group of people that are in the same journey. But with that said, that's a super expensive route. Start off with what you're passionate about. Start off with what you care about, because it's pointless. Like, I care deeply about dancing. I care deeply about social media and my clients, like, and creating videos and stuff like that. It wouldn't make sense for me to go into the necklace business because I have no passion for it. But if you start with something you're passionate about, with what you're passionate about, and then look for the gap in the market. One of our clients, Festi, they saw a gap in the market in the festival rave community, where if you've never been to a rave, it's very easy to lose your friends.
Right.
And what they've done is create a solution to that. To start an effective business, you have to provide a service for someone.
Right.
I think the biggest mistake people get into is that they do something that will only serve them. They're not thinking about the people who on the other side who are going to receive that experience. And if you're not planning on, getting capital from an investor, and if you're gonna bootstrap, you're gonna have to do a lot of it on your own. You're gonna have to accept the fact that you're gonna have to put a lot of time into it and not get paid.
Yep.
That's just the truth about starting a business.
And your own money.
Yeah. So if you want to add to that.
Yeah, I'm more of the business side of the person. I'm more business, right? And then I find somebody who's more like the art creative side of it. So I was lacking that art creative side of a business partner. And then lo and behold, there's Emroy with the creative ideas. So if you partner up with somebody, you can also do it that way too. Because it's scary trying to do a business on your own, right? But if you have like the support system and you fill in the gaps with other people who are talented in certain areas, then that's going to make your business flourish. And just start off with that, just start off with the idea and run with it. Don't get scared.
Why is entrepreneurship considered a lonely journey? All right, so the reason why entrepreneurship is considered a lonely journey is because it's just you in the trenches for most of it. Like, compared to if you're just an employee, you got other fellow employees working with you, or even just a fellow colleague. But it's just you running the business, where everything is on, you are responsible for every single thing that happens. Bye. But when you are responsible for every single thing that happens, that's a lot of pressure. And then that's pressure is added on if you have other responsibilities, if you are a parent, if you have bills to pay, if you have loans, if you have debt. Because the market doesn't give a fuck how you feel. All it cares is the results you can bring. And you can, it's okay to feel what you feel, but you can't bring those emotions to the business. You got to bring those. That's why having a strong support system is so important. Because when you're in the ring, you're in the ring by itself, and like you're going through it on your own. So that's why I consider it a lonely journey. But luckily, like having a business partner has made it a lot more enjoyable, and it takes a lot of the pressure off my shoulders, because it's comforting knowing that I'm not alone. I'm not stuck trying to figure out a pricing point, which is what I called it the other day. I was like, Gabby, I need to talk to you. Like it's good to be able to bounce ideas off other people. Yeah. So everyone had that.
Yeah, no, it feels lonely for the exact same reasons that you're out in the world trying to present a product to somebody, and you're gonna get a lot of no's. Like in any industry, if you put yourself out there, you have to be willing to take the criticism and the no's, right? So, but don't ever let that like hold you back. So if you feel lonely, just keep going, because eventually you'll hit a yes. I am a solo entrepreneur in my 20s, and I do not socialize with friends at all due to my schedule. Will I regret this later on in life? Well, if you're asking that question, it sounds like you might regret it later on. Don't do anything you're gonna regret, but building a community is always important, because they'll usually have your back in the long run. So
yeah, I think we're almost done. So you hear that? They just turn off the music. That means we got to leave soon. So this is the last question. So I think it depends on what your values are. If you are like a Kobe Bryant, for example, he obsessed over basketball. He was willing to sacrifice family time, social time, whatever else, leisure time, just so he can get an inch over the competition. And it depends on how far you want to get in your business, because entrepreneurship is a grind, and it's not an instant. You don't get an instant reward. It's very, very much the long game, which is why it can be tough, which is why a lot of people quit within the first 3 years, or a lot of businesses fail. Aside from like that, there's more to it than that, but it depends on what's important to you. If this business is that important to you that you're willing to make those necessary sacrifices, go for it. There's different aspects in our life that I think that it's okay for us to leave alone, and other things that I think we should maintain. This is just coming from me now. I think it's important to maintain relationships. Your accomplishments in your business aren't going to be the people that give a eulogy at your funeral. So I think it's important that you're willing. I think it's great that you're willing to make these sacrifices, but I also think at the end, if you are successful and not fulfilled, I think that is failure either way. So I think, again, it goes back to what your values are, and it goes back, and if you're asking this question, I think and you're feeling like you're not that, I think it's time to reevaluate how you're spending your time, and find a way to not so much find balance, but find harmony to where you feel okay with like some weeks you might grind out 12-hour days and not see friends. Some weeks you might just end up hanging out with friends more than your work. So it's as long as you're putting in the work, I think that's what matters. But yeah, that's my long answer to that, because I've been there. It can be tough trying to balance everything and then run an entire business, especially if you're starting out and you're young. You're young. 20. So you're in your 20s, so you got time. So if you mess up, you still, and like for the next 5 years you'll only be 25. So like we're starting our business. Well, like I started like I'm in my
mid 30s.
Yeah, I started in my late 20s, and I'm barely 30. So we applaud you, because you are a huge step ahead of us in terms of time. You have more time than us. So that's it. So anything else you want to say? Any last words?
No.
No. So I think that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for watching this random episode of Vision Paradox. Answer the questions.
While doing stuff. While we do stuff. Yeah. Whatever we're doing, we're just doing stuff.
Yeah, we're just doing stuff.
We just finished.
Existing. Today's just today we're existing. So all right. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, smash the like button, comment, subscribe, share this with friends who you think will enjoy this, find this entertaining and helpful, and we will catch you guys on the next episode of VP Q&A, I guess.
Answer
Peace.
your questions.
Yes. Love you guys. Peace.